you've grown up and left the house and kept you alone, and the rooms once filled with toys are now empty.
For this, I'm going to be using eggs. Now, if you can, try and wash the eggs before you use them because they're normally coated with tons of chemicals to make them last a little bit longer, which aren't the kind of chemicals you normally want on your skin. So give them a wash before you use them. I'm going to be using 3 eggs for this, and I'm going to put them in a pestle and mortar and grind them up. And you know that they're the perfect consistency once they start to feel a bit like a kind of, it's going to look a bit like a pate, but it's going to have a texture of a really finely ground sand. It shouldn't feel like sand on the skin. You should grind it until it feels like sand that's kind of going more towards the consistency of flour. That's when you know that it's really good to use on the skin. Anything that's a little bit harsher than that could be a bit too harsh for your skin. The second ingredient we're going to be using is oats. Now, if you want something which is a little bit more on the scrubby side, then just use 4. If you want something which has more creamy feel overall, then use 5 spoons of oats. Once I've ground everything together, I'm going to add some aloe vera to it. Now, if you have the plant, you could go ahead and just add it straight from the raw plant, but if you've only got it in a tube, then that will work as well. You're just going to put a few splurges on that, and then mix it all together, and it should have the kind of consistency of a pate when you're done, so it will look a little bit odd, but it feels really good on the skin. And then once you've done that, you're going to pop it into any kind of tin or container that you want to keep it in. And I'm going to add a tiny bit of water just to make it more creamy, and you want to leave it for at least 20 minutes or even an hour if you can, and this will help the oats make oat milk, and it will be a lot softer on your skin rather than if you just took it straight from the tin now and started applying it on your skin. When you first mix it, it should look like this, but once you've let it sit for about an hour, it should look a little bit closer to this, and it's going to look quite a bit like porridge. So you just want to go ahead and apply that all over your face. You can leave it on for about 10 minutes, or you can go ahead and just start scrubbing it on your skin right away if you want to. Once you've scrubbed it into the skin and washed everything off, your skin should feel like it's had all the dead skin scrubbed off, but it shouldn't feel too irritated. In fact, it shouldn't feel irritated at all because the oats are very, very moisturising and your skin should feel quite bouncy. But if your skin is a little bit irritated, just finish off with a bit of aloe vera gel, and that's it. You're done.